Good morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning, good afternoon, the world. Whatever you're at, and anytime you're going to be watching this video, good morning, good afternoon, good night, the public in general, because this show, you know how it's called already. Let me remind you. The life of NYC school bus driver and escort in the school bus industry. So we have a reason why we have this show going on every morning. Me, myself, I am make sure that everyone out there, parents, families, anybody who has children driving, going to school in the New York system or in the school bus industry system, so you have to know what is a school bus driver or attendant, escort or monitors. So welcome today to our show, and the show you're going to have to see almost every single day, sometimes in Creole, and sometimes in English. Sometimes we choose a part of it to joke and laughing because this is the life of a school bus attendant. Like today, I will still continuing giving some rules and regulation inside the school bus industry. For you guys out there, you have to know. Not only school bus attendants or drivers, but you, as you have your kids riding a yellow school bus, you have to know some rules and regulations written by some official who's there, and they place them there to make rules and regulations to make a driver follow them, or make a kids or a union board or a company to use them and serve them the way they're supposed to serve it. Like I always telling you, since the last 2-3 weeks, this is where I pull up a lot of rules and regulations. But before we start reading rules and regulation, let me give you the title of the rules of the regulation. We're going to talk about it. And I'm going to have my regular talk to you guys, and to certain things we have to alert to, some certain things we have to know when they come up in our community, the way we should behave and the way we should acting as soon as possible. So this is the title, Unattended Vehicle. That's going to be on page 95 of what rules and what book? 2021 NYS Laws and Regulations for School Bus Driver Monitors and Attendants. And we will be also talking about unnecessary conversation. That's going to be on page 97. Those two laws you will find them on those booklets I was just telling you. This booklet made for the school bus monitors, drivers, and escort. It's PTIS who made those rules. This is a big institution that's upstate. They even wrote rules and regulations for DMV, for the school bus industry, and for DOT. We're going to talk about it. Guys, you do not forget, because I saw a lot of people don't even pay attention about protocol for the COVID-19, where you see all over the world the amount, the quantity of people who didn't have COVID or who had COVID and came out of it, it's rising again. It's rising again, going up again. So that means something for you guys. You have to still following protocol where you're washing your hands, you're still wearing the mask, you still use the 6 feet distance, you still keep on the same way for you to not getting sick. Because as you see in New York City, what is going on in New York City? A lot of people never pay attention about that. In New York City, it's sometimes we have a cold summer. Sometimes we have a hot summer. Sometimes when it's cold, it's not even cold the way it's supposed to be cold. That's mean politically, I don't want to go there, climate change. Climate change. So that's mean the way it used to be cold in New York City, or the way it used to be cold in United States of America, where they have the cold place, it's not cold anymore. So that's mean now, even you see me with this little bit of sweaters and hat, it's not cold, it's not hot, but it's 74 degrees outside. It's hot. So what's that mean? So it's very tricky sometimes out there. You might be going out with a hat or without hat. And when you're coming home, it's cold. That's the season. It's a season of felling. Felling what? Felling pollen, felling tree. And a lot of people are allergic of those stuff. People might getting sick. So put it together with the COVID-19, it might make a big difference. So be careful, be careful, be careful between this season. This season, it's very, very, very tricky, guys. When it's fall, the fall season, it's a lot of raining. Sometimes early in the morning, it's cold. And when you reach at the middle of 12 o'clock, it's hot. When the sun going down like 4, 5, it start getting cold. And in between, you do hot, warm, and cold. Hot, warm, and cold. Very freezing. And that's the time you might catching a cold. That's the time you might catching a severe cold. You will have fever. You will be coughing. You will feel dizzy, headache. So you have to be careful. And in this particular case, where we have a pandemic going on, so when you have a cold, they might not be able to figure out if it's pandemic, if it's COVID-19, or if it's a regular season of cold. So if you usually get the vaccine, make sure you go get the vaccine for the cold. You have to understand what I'm telling you. I don't tell people go get vaccine for anything else, because I don't want to do politics over here. So, but if you usually go get the vaccine for the flu, for the regular flu, go get the vaccine. But make sure that's the regular vaccine they give you for the flu. So, I hope everybody understands. We still in the pandemic. We still could get infected. So we have to be careful. You see, the level is kind of going up back again, where a lot of cities all over the world, they start getting closing. They start getting more rules and regulation for people to not getting affected, because it's raised up again. The coronavirus is raising up. That's why a lot of people, they concerned now. A lot of government, a lot of local government, they have eyes open on how people acting on public, how people are having party, how certain restaurants now, the rules and regulation is even harder because they go out there, they have special forces going out there to give them samosas. People who having party, we know like we have so many parties is coming, Thanksgiving is coming, Christmas is coming, a lot of parades is coming, Macy's parades, Good Friday, not Good Friday, how you call it, the Friday after Thanksgiving is coming. So Christmas is coming, New Year's is coming. It's always some kind of ceremony. It's always some kind of party, some kinds of event. It's a time where families getting together, gathering together and eating, sharing love, especially Thanksgiving. So you have to be careful. They were saying people have to be careful with people that's traveling from another state coming to New York. Even you coming from New Jersey, where the toll level of COVID is getting high. You have to be careful what you're doing. Especially you don't want to be home, not having job, not even working, and to get penalized, get a summons, get a ticket, get a violation for not following the protocol. People do, but at the same times, the government police officer, they acting and give people a lot of summonses, and big summonses. It's not like something like 2,000, like 1,000. It's something they talking about 10,000, 7,000, $8,000 you have to pay because you do not follow protocol. At the same times, you have to be careful. Voting, we're going to talk about it. A lot of people went out there and went to vote. What I'm going to say, I don't want nobody to take it. I'm going inside the politics, but I will say congratulations. Congratulations to everybody. When I say to everybody, I don't have no red, I don't have no blue. That means that's the same thing the president-elect is saying. And that's the same thing I'm going to say right there in the school bus industry. There is one day in the school bus industry, we are not going to have no red, no blue. But what's going to be happening? So it's a day someone will elect an 1181 union, and we all have to group together, united together, and to save our 1181 union, because we are in danger. There is no one now actually will come out there and talk to you guys and telling you how we are in danger on 1181 union. But is that election coming there is going to save us? Yes, it might be saving us. If we have a changement, if we vote certain people out and we united together, we will save our union. But if we don't get together to have an election the same way it's happening in the United States of America, we will lose our union. Our union might, I'm not going to say will, our union might be bankruptcy. I'm going to give you a good example. A good example is Reliant. Reliant belongs to the city. There is rules and regulations. I don't know how they're going to do it. That's why I don't want to speak about it. And I want people to understand me. I want people, every single one of you, who have a chance to have this video coming to you. You have to subscribe it, send it, share it to somebody else and tell him to subscribe it. So I don't want anybody to take it like I'm trying to overthrow the president of our union. But he could stand, he could hear, people could go and tell him, this is how we're talking. First of all, I told you, on 11/81 like it's not happened yet. But when it's happening, when we have that changement, we will have no blue, no red. But now I don't know what kind of color we have, because I don't understand. I could say like I saw the blue color, but I don't know the other color, what kind of color, because they have so many color mixing in the school bus industry, especially on our union. So Reliant, there is a rule saying that a city, when the city taking over, they have to use their own union. If you becoming city workers like the Reliant, what kind of union they gonna have? 11/81, 100, we don't know yet. So any union that's going to take over, any union that's going to be working with them, there is a lot of work. And I bet you guys, I know that's the way it is. If you're going to bring a union in, another union, it's going to take a year for that union to be in effect. So I don't know how it's going to be. I don't know. But the way our union 11/81 might get affected a lot if those people in Reliant decide, or if the city decide to have another union to take over, we're going to lose members, because there is no union who will be accepting for those people. They are members of their union, and for our union to still collecting union dues or pension fund. They're going to have to work something out, either transferring their pension fund to them, or I don't know. I'm just like assuming. So assuming, I am just assuming. So guys, you have to be careful, and that's the way our pension fund might get a big negative, a big minus of amount of money getting in there. Reliant have 1,000 drivers. Reliant has 1,000 drivers. And if you put like an extra, maybe 20 shippers, and when you add the escort, it might be double, because some buses, they have 2 escorts in the bus. So it's something, guys, we have to sitting down and talk about it. It's very, 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 very important. You guys, you have to go when it's coming to vote. You have to go and vote. But when the result is coming, whoever who win that elections, so everybody have to come up with it and work together. You heard the president-elect. I said the president-elect saying there is no blue, there is no red. Everybody have to be together. There is a day on 11/81 Union, not too far from now, we will have no red, no blue, no white, no black. That means we will not having only Haitian, only Dominican, only Italian, only Chinese, only African, any other else, Puerto Rican, any other else nation or group ethnic in the school bus industry. We will have everybody together. That's what we need on our union, a beautiful union like that. But some people, they do not care about that beautiful union. And who organized the union? Who pay the bills of our union board? It's us. But who get some, I'm not going to say reckless treatment, but who has the worst treatment in the school bus industry is the school bus driver and escort. So you have to step out there when they have elections to vote. And you have to go and vote, vote to change the bylaw. You have to go and amend the bylaw. You have to get together to do that as soon as possible, just before the election, because the bylaw itself allowed a lot of corruptions in the school bus industry, especially our border union. Let me go through, guys. I know those talking, some people will not like those talking, but we have to talk like that because I am the one who paying you. We are the one who are paying you. Without us, we don't have a union board. Sometimes you come up, guys, I feel sorry, the delegates or some shop story saying, like, it's better you have a job. Or it's better, or it's good now you have a job. Yeah, what about you? Yeah, I am the one who's paying you. Yeah, it's better for me to have a job, but without me having a job, you are not getting paid. So you have to represent me. That's why I'm paying you. And this is what I'm telling every school bus attendants out there. Anytime you have a delegate, anytime you have a shop steward say, oh, it's better you have a job now. You have to tell them, it's better you have a job because I am the one who's paying you. I pay you to represent me. You're supposed to do what the book saying for me to do. But you cannot go behind me and do certain things for me to lose the job. So I'm the one who's paying you. You are the one. I could say it's better you have a job. It's better you get paid. And mostly we have certain books that's giving them power. They give them so many power. They reduce your money. They do all kind of BS to you because the book gives them the opportunity to do that. They feel like they have power. But you have to gathering together to change that book. The way they made that book, you have to get together and change the rules and regulation and mandate the bylaw because the bylaw gave them power. There is nothing we could do if we don't get together and mandate the bylaw. Okay, guys, let's continuing. Let me refer to this book. Now, most of the time, I will give you the rules and regulation of inside the school bus industry, and I hope you share it. I want you to share it to every single guys out there. I want you to go on YouTube and subscribe it. I want you to make it goes all the way inside the board union. I want you to go and say, did you hear DJ Alex Calixty? I want you to send it to say, oh, this guy working for Pioneer. I want you to go and say, this guy is proudly to be a school bus attendant. I want you to go and send it anywhere else to show we are a professional. I want you to send it anywhere to let them know how we get treated and how people taking advantage and we asking for help all over the places. And they take us, they put us there because they have power. Our own bylaw give them power to mistreat us the way they supposed to treat us. And when we come and open our mouth to defend ourselves or to ask for justification, they bully us. They retaliate us. They send you to trip so many times, back and forth, far away. They set you up. They come in with force on you. Wait until we have election. You see how those delegates. Or wait until we're going to have a new contract. You see how those delegates come in to force you. And like they're saying, no one force you. Yeah, but no one wanna take me to a strike when I said, I don't want this contract. While I'm paying $2 for a strike. And no one wanna know. You have to take this far away. No one wants to know. Or when I ask DJ Alex, anybody say, where is that $2 goes? When we have the meeting, no one liked when I stand up or somebody else stand up and say we need a financial report. They don't want that. What is that? What is this? No one like when I said, now, how come you're going to come and allow the employer to take $10 from me while some of those money I didn't get paid for it? Some of those money at this time. Why? Why you don't like when I said this $2 you have there for so many years that's have make like so billion or $1 million in the bank, you don't take it and add some of this money on our pension fund, on our pension? No, you don't do that. So for so many years, our pension didn't get a raise, and you get a raise. For the 12 years you're going to be on power, you took a raise without consulting me. When we was on strike, we get paid $150 for that million, and we don't know how much money you get paid full, and you say, oh, you are still working and you get paid. For the COVID-19, you are still getting paid your full amount, while us, who getting paid? Who pay you? It's us. Okay, guys, we have to get together. Let's refer to page 95. 95 on 2021 NYS laws and regulation for school bus drivers, monitors, and attendants. Page 95. Let's see what's inside page 95, and we could quick read it, and for you to understand exactly what we are saying on page 95. Let me put my glasses, and at least, guys, I could see those letters because they're very, 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 very small. I have to put glasses on for me to see. I know people is making fun, but don't make fun of DJ Alex. Sometimes you will see DJ Alex with glasses out there. Oh, nice glasses. Well, you see, very handsome. All right, let me go on page 95. We told you today we was going to talk about unattended vehicle. That's mean unattended school bus, unattended vehicle. Drivers, monitors, and attendants shall not leave school bus when children are inside, except in case of emergency, and in such case, before leaving bus, the driver shall stop the motor, remove the ignition key, and set the parking brakes. For the purpose of this paragraph, the operation of the wheelchair lift should not be considered as leaving the bus unattended. Monitor attendants may leave the school bus for the purpose of assisting children to embark or disembark the vehicle to safe cross the street. Driver monitors and attendants shall check the vehicle to ensure that no child is left behind on board unattended. That conclusions of the school bus route. Guys, this is very important. Sometimes you see a school bus attendant or school bus driver, they're getting mad, they're getting upset, and sometimes they even cursing people and talking bad about people. It's because you don't know or you don't follow certain rules and regulation. And when you get penalized, when you get a violation, when you get a ticket or summons, and you get mad, it doesn't take you anything long for you at least to start learning the rules and regulation. How somebody could get penalized, how somebody could get a violations. It doesn't take anything. Okay, take this as an example, guys. I'm not trying to do no refresher class. I'm not trying to do no training class, but I'm trying to remind you certain things to protect you. And when people are listening to those video or watching to those videos, they will know we are really professional. And you see what I'm doing there now? The company is supposed to pay me for that. The union, the board union should come and say something to Alex Calixte. I don't get paid for that. You know why I'm doing that? Because I love my co-workers. When I say brothers and sisters, and I feel comfortable to say brothers and sisters, because we need it in the school bus industry. We need it in Spanish, we need it in English, we need it in Greek, we need it in Chinese, we need it in their own language, African, if you have so many African there, and you know, the tribe, every tribe talking. You need it in Creole, like Haitian, or in French. Someone who could come and talk to you and telling you good stuff and teaching you how you should know certain things in the school bus industry. It's help you, it's help me, it's help the school bus attendants, the company, the union itself. It saves a sharp to it. It saves you. Because when you have members who knows what to do or not to do, you less working. You are less going. You are not showing up in front of the company for whatever arbitration or whatever hearing. You don't go to the board union. You don't go to the National Labor Board. It's less working. So you should be happy. You should say, you know what, Alex Calixte, here I pay you. I don't want that. I don't want no money from our board union to come and saying, Alex, I'll pay you to do this for our board union. I will do it free. Believe me, I will do it free. And there's no, they might have people like me, but I don't see it yet. Look what I'm doing free. All right, guys. So sometimes when you get violation, you keep on thinking, oh, they give me this violation. Yes, I know there is certain violation. When they give it to you, they won't. But you have to learn. They're telling you, you do not leave the bus unattended while kids inside the bus. I know some people. I know one guy, he has like 4 kids. And because parents didn't pick up one of the child, so he keep on driving around, and he took this child to a prison, and he left 4 inside the bus in front of the prison. And where the surgeon said, sir, what are you doing? You want me to lock you up right now? Don't you know? He went outside. He was lucky. Okay, he was lucky. You do not leave the child, any kids in the bus by themselves. There is no such thing. If I turn the bus, if I have the keys in my pocket, if I turn the wheels and the bus is safe, I could take those people. No. No, no, no. You don't do those kind of stuff. This is illegal to have a bus unattended, a monitor leave the bus unattended with kids inside. No. If you want to do that, in case of emergency, that's what they're saying. So, you know, so many people are calling, but I think that's one of my son calling me. I have to answer, guys, sorry. You know, it's very important to, when you have kids calling, even you're doing. Hello, Alan?
Hi, Daddy.
Yeah, how are you? I'm live on Facebook, so that's why I didn't pick up the other phone. So I have to call you right away. Is that an emergency or something?
No, I was going to ask if I could get $40.
Okay, soon I get off work, so I taking care of you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'll call you right I'm finished, okay?
Alright.
Okay. All right, so guys, that's the way it is when you have kids. So I am sorry, it is not professional, but when you have kids, that's the life of the school bus industry. I am in Bronx. They're in Long Island. I don't know what's going on. So I have to pick up the phone. Something might be happening by the time I say I will call back. But hey, I have to pick up the phone. I'm sorry. So, you know, when you have kids, you see, that's why I have to be care for the school bus industry. That's where I make some money to helping my families. Well, so in a case like that, if I'm paying somebody else to save this job, okay, to represent me from this job, you have to understand that I'm paying you to save me to not getting fired, to not getting bullied, to not getting retaliated, to not all of those stuff. So you have to do the job. So you see now my kids calling me, my second son calling me and asks for money. So I have to give. Even Friday I gave money. Even Friday I gave out money. But he called me to ask for more and I have. So that's the part of it. When you work, when you have a family to taking care, you know what that means? Now the way it is outside, when you care for your children, for your kids, so you save them from getting, for all of those bad things happening out there. You save them to not go in and drug, to not go in and rob people, kill people for money. You save them because you work, you save some money, you put some money right there on the side. When they ask something, especially if they are on 15, 16, 17, 18, Allen is 17, I have to give. So guys, unattended vehicle. To leave a bus unattended, there is certain thing they ask you to do. What they ask you to do. So I was talking about do not leave a bus unattended with child, period. You don't have to take no keys or the bus was turning off or the wheels. No. If there is an emergency, you have to leave the bus. You make everybody to leave the bus and take the key and put it in secure. Put the brake on and you go outside with them. You with them in a safe place. But you don't go there and you take the key, put it in your pocket. No. That's not the rule saying. The rule saying, do not leave any child on the bus by themselves, period. Okay. So, let's move on. To leave a bus unattended, where there is no child in the bus, you have to take the keys and put it in your pocket. You have to park the bus in a safe place. You have to turn the wheels in the direction where the curbside is. In case anything happens, the bus is rolling, not moving. I'm not going to say the company name, but you heard about a company that's right in the 5 boroughs. A driver left a bus unattended and someone go inside and press the parking brake and the bus roll out and make big accident. So you don't do that. So you left the bus unattended, you turn the wheels, you lock it to the curb, and you put the parking brake and you put it in the safe. And if you have sometimes to lock those doors, there is a way you lock the door for people to not go in the back door. So, okay, that's very important. So guys, you do not leave a bus. You do not go with a bus to your company or to a gas station with child inside it. They were saying so many things in there. You have to follow the protocol, guys. This is very important. I am not trying to do a class, but I am telling you those because you could get violations. And those violations, when you get them in the school bus industry, some of those violations, they might have some big sequences, like where you might lose your license or be in jail. Do you not leave a bus unattended? Do not step outside the bus without checking the bus to see if there is no child left behind. You have to go and check. You and the escort, monitors or attendants, you have to check the bus to see if you don't have no child left behind. That's a big violation. You go in jail. You might not working in the school bus industry forever, ever. You have to understand that. You see, they were saying, for the purpose of this paragraph, the operation of this paragraph, the operation of the wheelchair lift should not be considered as leaving the bus unattended. Monitor attendants may leave a school bus for the purpose of assisting children on back of disembark. Okay. As a matter of fact, they're saying, yes, you could leave a school bus unattended. Why? What is the reason? Because you boarding, you back, especially people who do special ed. So you could leave the bus unattended, but the reason why, because you wanna back the wheelchair or the passenger. That's the reason. So if you have a wheelchair bus, guys, you know if it's not on, the lift might not goes up and down. So you press the brake, you turn the wheels towards the sidewalk, okay? But you left it on, you get down there and to embark or disembark for wheelchair passenger. One more thing I want to speak about it because time is running. I want you to know about it. Let's refer to page 96. Let's refer to page 96 quick. And I know it was about something I read, but I have to make sure. Unnecessary conversation. Unnecessary conversations. So this is what they're saying about unnecessary conversation. While driving a vehicle, no driver shall engage in any unnecessary conversation or other activities that could distract his or her attention from operations of such vehicle. Very important, guys, and very important. Sometimes you see people driving and they drinking coffee. Sometimes people drinking soda. Sometimes the worst thing, talking on the phone. Sometimes using other conversation on the bus. That's cool, distracting you. Like you and the escort to be in the middle of the bus and you come close right there behind the driver and telling the driver, oh, you know, I went to a nice party. This is how I was driving. And the driver said, oh, yeah, that was nice. Let me see the picture. And bang, accident. No, you should be concentrate on two things. You concentrate on the road and you concentrate on the radio. Like, one more thing on the conversation on the radio. Like the base dispatch. Wow. The base dispatch and the base saying, yo, so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. Or where are you at this present time? Okay, I'm 5 minutes from the next picked up. Okay, base. But, oh yeah, I get into a traffic. Yeah, but what do you want me to do? I was behind the traffic. I was about a garbage truck. Yeah, the police. No. I don't want to do that. No, tell them to come out. No, I'm not waiting. No, 5 minutes I've been there. No. You gonna get into an accident or something. You get distracted right away. You don't get distracted. You have to concentrate. I know, guys, sometimes you're driving, a beautiful girl pass by, you're looking, but you don't stay there and staying in what you're driving and boom, accident. Okay? That's very, very, very important. Guys, you have to not get distracted for anything that might cause you an accident. So, I always telling you that. Love and peace. I love you. That's where I'm going to leave you today. Subscribe the show. Send the show to everybody else out there. And share it too also. And I love you guys. In our election days, I want you to get prepared on our election. We have to vote out anybody else who you think does not represent you the way they're supposed to represent you. And after we vote that person out, there is no blue, there is no red. Yes, we can do it. So if someone is not allowed you to vote them out by election, where the election will be conducted in a fair way, and the result will give in a fair way, and the justification might be given in a fair way, if they don't want that, the only one place they will be at, you know where already, in jail. Because right there, you might be a dictator. Right there, you might be committed a crime. Love you guys. Peace. always watching us. Every day we will giving you more information. Bye bye everyone. Love and peace.